Welcome to Tibalt's Apprentice. This has been a video that's been, well, a couple years in the making, sort of. I didn't see a need to make it after those first few videos that we made for Tibalt's Apprentice, and there's probably still no need to make it, but I wanted to make it anyhow. Tibalt's Apprentice, who and what it is and why it is. Tibalt's Apprentice was intended, if you've been around long enough, you know that it was Tibalt's Apprentice Luck of the Draw initially. That Luck of the Draw was a look at the first 7 cards in the opening hand, and I know the decision tree explodes from there out, but I wanted to look at those first 7 and see what you would play and why. I intended to have a guest. We'd sit down and discuss those first 7 cards. That didn't work too well. I mean, it was okay for what it is, for what it was, but it didn't really capture the spirit of the game. So Tibalt's Apprentice moved then towards a interview style with local game players and their decks. And that worked okay for what it was. It actually leads into an essay that I was trying to write at this time, which foreshadowing, or maybe a little, decks become so homogenized that it almost doesn't matter. Homogenized is the negative connotation. Optimized would be the other word to describe it. And so it leads to decks just being kind of generic. So we are going to have more arena stuff coming up, though arena's been kind of lackluster lately. More commander content. The next commander that I think I'm going to talk about, though, is going to be just a casual commander. Not necessarily optimized to win, but optimized for fun. There are some standout cards in there, and I want to talk about those, and so that's where we'll go with that. I know I'm kind of rambling and bouncing around with this one. If that's okay with you, go ahead and hit that like button. That would be great. If it's not okay with you, go ahead and hit the dislike button, just as long as you engage with it. You can comment and subscribe if you want to, but getting back on track, Tibalt's Apprentice, I shared a lot of traits, a lot of philosophies. I felt connected to the Planeswalker Tibalt. He was generally disliked and hated. I don't think that's me. Well, I hope that's not me, at least. Anyhow, but reading Tibalt's story and seeing how he got his start, that spoke well to me, because for a long time I didn't feel like I wanted Commander. I didn't feel like I wanted Magic. I was disheartened with the game. So I thought it would be funny to make a channel naming myself Tibalt's Apprentice, and then working on playing a better game. And that's what I've done so far, and that's what I want to share with other people. I believe it's about building community. I try to stay positive. This second season, if you will, starting with a box opening that we had a couple months back, we kind of relaunched the channel with a different goal, a different set of goals in mind, and that is of building community and of keeping the game fun. This is why I'm not discussing things like, you know, Wizards of the Coast 30th anniversary boxes. Not going to talk about Hasbro's stock drop. Those things are outside the game, and I want to keep the game fun, and I believe that we're going to do that by building and strengthening the community, and hopefully that's what you're here for, and that's what my intention is, and we'll go forward with that. I'll probably get a lot more likes and views on this channel if I focused on the negative stuff, but that's not what I want. It's not what I'm here for. I'm here to build and hopefully encourage and grow the community, and I want to go forward with that. I don't want this to be a toxic environment. Hopefully you share those same values, and that's why you're here. That was the intention of Tibalt's Apprentice, where we intend to go moving forward here. And having said that, I'm going to say thank you very much for even watching this much of the video, and we'll leave it at that.